introduce myself. I'm Varsha and Foreign Event Management Team member of Hebesec Technologies, India. Today, I will be hosting this webinar. Now, I would like to, sorry, now I would like to welcome our special guest, Dr. Joseph Teng Sanjo, Director of STEKOM University, Indonesia. And I also like to welcome today's speaker, Mr. Dinesh, Security Analyst, Hebesec Technologies, India, and Dr. Sadia Anwar, Associate Professor, Sindh and Pakistan. And the final speaker, Aftuqa Sholikatur Rohmania, Lecturer of Management Department, STEKOM University, Indonesia. So, and I also like to welcome honorable guests and audience today. Before this session starts, I would like to inform that today's session will live stream on STEKOM University's YouTube channel. So for the today's event, we will start with the Indonesian's national anthem and continue with the next session. We will begin the main event presented by our special guest today and continue with the question and answer session. And finally, we closing the session after taking a picture for a documentation. So first, we will sing our national anthem, and Mr. Abdullah, you can start. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Now we will go to the main event for our audience. If you have any questions for the speaker, please add to the chat or you can raise your hands and we will able to answer some of the direct session after each presenter that already may presented. And today's session, each presenters will have a 30 minutes to present. Now, please welcome our first presenter, Mr. Dinesh, Security Analyst of Hebesec Technologies, India. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm audible.
Yes, sure.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be presenting deleted but not gone. How investigator recover evidence in digital forensics. So this topic is about how files we think we are erased often continue to exist in the background and how forensics experts can uncover the hidden traces to solve crimes and protect businesses. So basically, we will think when we delete our unknown image or unknown files, that we will think our data has been trashed or our data has been gone. So by using cyber forensics or cyber or digital world, we can able to recover the data. This is a topic our today going to present. Uh, in the next slides, we will show why deletion is not distraction, the method used in recovery and real world cases where this played a crucial role. To begin, let's look at why the most people wrongly believe that deletion makes data disappear. The illusion of disappearance. The illusion of disappearance is nothing but we have all done it. We all have done it all, deleted a file and emptied the recycle bin. Uh, at the moment it feels the file icon vanishes and we assume the data is gone. This creates what I call the time of illusion of disappearance. But the reality is deletion does not mean distraction, that false sense of security as even misled criminals into believing uh, they cover their tracks. Many cyber criminals thought they had erased incriminating files only for investigators to later recover them and use them in court. Think of it tearing out. Think of it tearing out of page from a book. If you just remove the table of contents entry, the page is still there in the middle. You can't see it through the index, but if someone flips through the book carefully, they will find out. So file deletion works in similar way, and and this is the illusion powerful because it affects the how people behave. Some employees delete sensitive company files thinking they have erased evidence. Some in some cases some hacker delete the logs to hide intrusion. Yet digital forensics proves again and again that disappearance from our side often still exists in the background. Now that we understood that illusion, let's look at the technical reality, what actually happens when you delete something. Deletion is not a distraction. It means data remains, recovery is possible. When you hit a delete, the operating system simply marks the spaces available for reuse. But the actual data, the 1 second and 0 second still remain on the disk until something new overstays them. So in a way, the file is hiding in plain sight, and until overwritten forensic expert can bring it back. That's why we say deletion is not a distraction. Now here why is important. Why this deletion is important? Because recovery is possible. Investigators can retrieve crucial evidence. Imagine like a fraudster, we are deleting a financial records right before and audit. Without forensic recovery, it looks like evidence that has been vanished. But with the right tools, investigators can reconstruct those records and expose the fraud. In fact, one study showed that forensic tools can recover thousands of files from a supposedly empty hard drive. Even ordinary recovery software used by consumer can bring back photos or documents you thought were gone forever. What is this bigger question? What actually digital forensics and how does it help bridge a gap between technology justice? Let's explore that. And cyber forensics, also known as digital forensics, is the science of identifying, preserving, and analyzing and presenting the digital evidence. It's not just a recovering files; it about building a reliable chain of evidence that can stand in court. Forensics is used in several languages. Cybercrime investigation, like tracking hackers, corporate disputes where deleted intellectual property is recovered, fraud detection, especially financial manipulation, uh, terrorism cases where communications are uncovered. One famous example is the BTK killer case in the US. The criminal thought he was being smart by deleting files, but investigators recovered the metadata from a Word document on a floppy disk. That tiny piece of information linked the document to his church computer, ultimately leading to his arrest. So, digital forensics isn't a technical exercise, it is literally changes lives, uncovers truth, and deliver justice. Now I hope that we understand about the importance of the field. Let us focus specifically on why recovering deleted data is so critical. The critical role of deleted data recovery. Recovering a deleted data serves to big purpose, ensuring justice and maintaining business relations. For law enforcement, it is the way of reconstruct events and prove intent. For example, if we suspect deletes a incrementing emails, investigators can recover them to show a timeline of planning. For business, recovery protects the continuity. Imagine losing a virtual design file before product launch. Without recovery, that loss could cost millions. But with forensic recovery, the company can get on the track. The Enron scandal is a prime example. Investigators recovered that deleted emails and spreadsheets that revealed massive corporate fraud. If those files were lost forever, many executives would have escaped justice. So deleted isn't just is a criminal curiosity. It is often the missing piece of larger puzzle that changes the outcome of the real world cases. But to appreciate how recovery works, we need to understand how storage devices like HDDs and SSDs and how to handle deletion differently. Understanding deletion HDDs versus SSDs. Traditional hard drives and modern solid state drives that deletion very differently. Uh, on a HDD, data is stored magnificently can spinning platters. When you delete something, the system just marks the space as available, but the actual magnetic traces remain until overwritten. That's why recovery from HDDs is usual straightforward. SSDs, however, are different. They use a flash memory and stay fast. They rely on something called trim command. Trim actually clears deleted data blocks so that drives runs efficiently. The downside from investigators is that one trim is applied, recovery becomes nearly impossible. Things of HTDS like messy desktop papers are still lying around until you put new ones on the top. SSDs are like a shredder. They immediately cut up proper once you say delete. This is the difference. This difference is crucial. Investigators often have a much higher success rate of recovery from HTDS compared to SSDs. But recovery success doesn't just depend on storage type. Several other factors affect whether deleted data can be retrieved. Next, our topic is factors of affecting recovery success. There are four main influence recovery success, namely overwriting. Once a new data takes over the same space, the old file is gone forever. Next one is fragmentation. If the files are scattered in pieces across the disk, recovery may only bring back partial data. Next one is encryption. Even if a file is recovered without the decryption key, it is useless. Next one is storage type. As HDDs versus SSDs make a huge difference, storage adds even more complexity. The Edward Snowden case highlights the encryption impact. Even when investigators could access the file, they couldn't read because they were very strongly encrypted. So recovery is not always guaranteed. It is a battle of technology between those trying to hide and those trying to uncover. To fight these challenges, investigators rely on advanced recovery techniques. Let's look at some of them. Advanced recovery techniques. Forensic experts don't just click and delete. They are sophisticated techniques. Metadata analysis reveals file factory, timestamps, and location. Next one is signature-based recovery. It looks like pattern, like file header and footers. Next, file carving pieces together, raw fragments to rebuild files. Data imaging makes a bit for bit copy so the original evidence remains untouched. A strong case study is the 2014 Sony Pictures Act. The hackers deleted malware to cover their tracks. Investigators used imaging and carving to reconstruct the malware, understand the attack that allowed security experts to analyze the method used and strengthen defenses. So forensic is nothing recovery like detective work. It takes patience, skill, and powerful tools to reconstruct the story behind the data. Let's now speaking about tools. Let's explore the specialized software and hardware investigator uses. Forensic tools and specialized approaches. Investigators use both professional software and specialized hardware. The software tools like Autopsy, NCASE, FTK, and XWAS are some of the most popular. They can analyze storage, recover deleted data, and generate forensic reports. Mobile forensics tools like Magnet Axiom, UFED, and Oxygen Forensics are critical since so much evidence today lives on smartphone. Hardware. Hardware is nothing. Write blockers are essential because they prevent accidental modification of the original evidence during the analysis. One real example is the Ashley Madison breach. You know that, I think so. Forensic investigator analyzed deleted user records with tools like FTK and Magnet Axiom to understand the full scope of the breach and identify victims, and attackers. But even with these tools, investigators face serious obstacles. Let's see what the challenges make their work so tough. Next content is overcoming obstacles in digital forensics. Some of the biggest challenges in investigator face include SSDM trim command, which wipes data blocks immediately. Anti-forensic tools like dban, which overwrite files and multiple times. Encryption and steganography, which hide or scramble files behind recognition. Cloud storage, which spreads your data across different servers and countries. As a famous example is the San Bernardino iPhone case. The FBI couldn't access the certain deleted and encrypted files because the Apple is strong security measures. This event sparked the global debates about privacy versus law enforcement. So digital forensic is not just a technical, it touches on the ethics, law, and human rights. Despite these challenges, deleted data recovery has had major real-world impacts. Let us look at some real-world impact. Deleted data or recovery has solved fraud, insider threats, terrorism, and even child exploitation cases. Fraud investigation often rely on erased spreadsheets that hide financial manipulation. Insider threats are exposed when deleted company files are restored. Terrorism cases reveals network through deleted communication. I have to explain real world example. During the 26th November, Mumbai terror attacks investigator recovered the deleted VoIP call logs. These logs proved that terrorist links to handlers abroad, becoming a critical piece of evidence in the investigation. This shows how powerful and life-changing digital forensics can be, not just for business, but for national security and justice. Now, finally, let's see how the field is evolving for the future. The future of digital evidence. The future of digital forensics is moving toward AI and global collaboration. AI and machine learning will speed up recovery, anomaly detection. Dark web forensics will grow as more crimes move to anonymous marketplaces. Advanced cloud forensics will become necessary. More data lives in distributed systems. International legal framework will be critical for cross-border evidence collection. So in future, investigation won't just rely on traditional recovery. They will need to combine with AI, cloud analysis, and legal corporation to keep up with evolving cybercrime. Let me wrap with the final thought. Conclusion. Let me conclude. Deletion does not mean destruction. Digital forensics proves that we seems lost can often be recovered, and this hidden digital traces can make the difference between justice and impunity, or between business and continuity and disaster. We have seen how investigators use advanced tools and techniques to recover a critical evidence, and how real world cases from corporate fraud and to terrorism were solved because deleted data was not truly gone. As a technology evolves, so digital forensics ensuring to I. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. And we have a few questions for you from participants that they have asked that how the methods of obtaining diverse digital evidence and managing it within a forensically sound settings now. Thank you. Mr. Dinesh, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Can I repeat the question?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
How the methods of obtaining diverse digital evidence and managing it within a forensically sound settings now.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Methods of obtaining diverse digital evidences. Digital evidences can come from many sources, and the collection methods must ensure integrity and admissibility in court. Some key approaches includes like disk imaging, disk imaging, disk imaging, live data acquisition, network traffic capture, and log collection.
Thank you, Mr. Dinesh. I guess no one else asking again. Okay. We will go to the second speaker, Professor Dr. Sadia Anwar, Associate Professor of Sindh, Pakistan. I like to call upon, sorry, I like to call upon second speaker, Dr. Sadia Anwar, Associate Professor of Sindh, Pakistan. Ma'am, are you available here? Okay, we can go to the next speaker. And the third speaker, Aftuqa Sholikatur, Rohmania, Lecturer of Management Department, STEKOM University. I like to call upon you to present your presentation, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Miss Varsha.
Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aftuqa Sholikatur Rohmania, and I am lecturer at STEKOM University. Today, I am honored to present the topic titled Being Deletion, the Science of Recovering the Digital Trace. In this session, we will explore how digital forensics uncover hidden traces of data even after it has been deleted from mobile device to cloud storage. We will see that in the digital world, deletion does not always mean disappearance. I hope this presentation will give you deeper insight into the fascinating world in digital forensics. Okay, now let's talk about the illusion of delete that really happen to digital data. When we delete a file, it does not actually disappear right away. In fact, remain these are bits of data that still exist in unallocated or fragment sector of stored device waiting to be overwritten or recovered. We also have hidden fragment, even when file are partially overwritten. Important define can still persist, such as metadata, file fragment, or point data cluster. And finally, they are Unix tries because of the way modern device application and operating system handle compression and encoding. They often create hidden tries in place we do not expect within the file system. So the key point here is that the let is often misunderstood. Pricing delete usually just mark the space as available for new data. It does not actually erase the information, and this principle is what make digital forensics possible. And on the slide, we move into the idea of data being hidden in plain sight. Digital information is often obscure either intentionally or unintentionally. Talk, encoding, and compression. Forensic experts use a specialist tool to uncover this hidden layer of data. For example, um, a study of over 1900 had used stroke device revealed that nearly half of them style contain encode email address that were not part for normal file structure. This shows just how common these hidden traces can be. Then sample delete format such as base 64, gzip, zip, or even Microsoft Office compressed file like document and Excel can store critical trace. To the average user, these traces are invisible, but for forensic investigator, they contain valuable evidence. Sophisticated forensic tools like book extractor apply techniques such as optimistic this decompression to ultimately detect and extract this hidden string and fragment. In other words, even data that was never meant to be seen by end user can still be unconfirmed. Okay. In this case study, we'll focus on recovering data from damaged and encrypt device. The challenge here go for beyond logical deletion. Forensic engineering often deal with devices that are physically damaged or highly secure. This device might have been exposed to extreme conditions such as fire, water submersion, or even power surge. Um, Despite this, expert are still able to construct and extract valuable data. Some advanced techniques are used in this process. This include number one, first, direct firmware extraction, which all investigator to be pass root operating system. Number two, advanced password, uh, re- reformal methods having include a secure device. Number three, complex decryption of hardware encrypts source often requiring specialist equipment or brute force computational power. A good example is smartphone, for instance, even from severely damaged phone, expert can cover, delete message, call log, photo, and even GPS location history. This insight can be crucial for investigation, especially when conventional access is impossible. Okay, and now let's like mobile device forensic. Mobile forensic has been referred to as uncloaking the digital DNA of smartphone. Smartphone uh, are essential miniature responsive story of our life. They hold an enormous amount of information that can be vital in investigation. First, their rich data charge. A single device can start whole text message and encrypted message data, browsing history, um, precise GPS location, and even delete content from different apps. Second, mobile forensic focus on preserving evidence. Extraction can be done remotely with specialist tool or directly on site, ensuring that the integrity and kind of custody of the evidence is maintained. This is crucial for legal process. And finally, mobile forensic has a real world impact in can provide critical insight like tracking the last known movement of missing person or uncovering complex financial fraud schemes. Because of the deep and breadth of data they hold, smartphones have become incident sample tool in digital forensic investigation. And here, here we focus metadata, the invisible breadcrumb of digital evidence. Metadata is often described as data about data. It's like a silent witness that can sometimes tell a more complete story than the content itself. Every digital file, whether it's a photo, a document, or even simple text, continue metadata. This include details such as the creation data, modification timestamp, the default use, other information, and even geolocation data. We makes data powerful is that it's often survive deletion, reformatting, and copy. On other words, even if the visible file is gone, the hidden terrain remain. Metadata can help investigator verify whether a file or document is authentic establishes partial timelines of event, and even like a specific individual or partial digital action. So, well, metadata is usually to the if everyday user. For forensic expert, it serves as crucial train of breadcrumb that lead to the threats. And now now let's move to video and image forensic, an area that's play crucial role in many investigation. Visual evidence, especially from surveillance camera, can be extremely powerful. However, it often comes with challenges such as poor quality or the risk of manipulation. This is where forensic technique come in. First, through clarity and identification, expert can enhance currency CCTV phone text, bring out hidden detail that allow use to identify individual, find vehicle or a critical element that might otherwise go unnoticed. Second, forensic analysis also focus on authenticity and integrity. It can detect whether a video or image has been tampered with, ensuring that the material is trustworthy and admissible in court. Finally, geotags and timestamp embed in image or video provide expert location and time information. This data can be vital for verifying alibi or placing someone at a crime scene. In short, technique like this can transform sampling low quality or useful food, text into compelling evidence that can make a significant difference in an investigation. Okay. Okay, will digital forensic often takes the spotlight? It's important to remember that speakal tracks still play a vital role in investigation. One fascinating tool in this area is the electronic detectable apparatus or HJ. This is a non-directive technique that allows you to uncover written on paper. In other words, even if the top sheet has been removed or destroyed, we can still reveal the writing that was preserved onto the paper and underneath. The SJ work by applying static charge to the document, attracting toner powder to the indentation live by earning rating. This method can uncover multiple layers of text, making it extremely valuable in wide range of cases from homicide, not to complex financial fraud investigation. This technique beautiful demonstrate the principle trace recovery. So use that crucial evidence does not only exist in digital form, but also it the subtle physical import life behind in the analog world. Okay, and as we look ahead, the file of digital forensic is rapidly evolving. driven by emerging technique and expanding digital ecosystem. First, we have cloud and distribute data. With so much information stored in cloud platform, include message service and blockchain transaction, forensic experts are facing but new challenge and new opportunity in analyze vast and complex data set. Second, AI power analysis is transforming forensic investigation. Artificial intelligence can process massive amount of data much faster than humans, enable enable use to detect hidden connection, anomalies, and critical evidence for more efficiently. So, and finally, we enter new digital front-end. Forensic lab are not tackling advanced digital assets such as NVT and addressing threats like sophisticated ransomware attacks. This repression the cutting edge of what can be investigating and recover. All of the strength he climbed on the one key point, digital forensic must constantly innovate and adapt in order to stay ahead of increasingly complex cybermesh and data hiding technique. And conclusion, as we reach the conclusion, let's use remember this. In the digital world, trans never truly disappear. What we think is delayed is often just hidden, waiting for the right tool and expertise to bring it back. This is the foundation of digital forensic, empowering use to uncover hidden threats, protect valuable assets, and stay aware of our one digital footprint. The future of digital forensic will only grow more dynamic, remaining use the digital world always leave a mark, and it's our responsibility to read its wisely. Okay, that's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation. And few of our participants have asked their question. Can I say the question? There is few questions from participants. Can I say it? The first question is, if deleted data can often be recovered, does that mean our personal information is never truly safe?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss Sri Sari. Yes, that's true. Delete data does not always mean it's gone. Most of the time, it's just hidden until it's get overwritten. That's why it's important to use secure deletion tools, strong encryption, and good data management practice. With those steps, we can reduce the risk and keep our personal information much safer. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. And your next question is, how do digital forensic experts recover traces from damaged or encrypted devices. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Forensic expert use advanced methods depending on the case. For damaged device, they might use technique like chip off or direct memory extraction to read the data for the hardware. For encrypt device, they rely on the encryption tools, password bypass method, or even brute force computing. This technique allow them the recovering valuable information even when the device look unstable. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And this is the last question, ma'am. And what role will AI and emerging technologies play in the future of digital forensic? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss. That's a very important question. Artificial intelligence will play a major role in the future of digital forensic because it can process and analyze massive amount of data much after than humans. For example, artificial intelligence can detect hidden connection or um, anomaly and will normally take weeks for investigator to find. At the same time, new area like cloud forensic and blockchain forensics are become critical since so much of our data is now stored in the like a decentralized platform. So the combination of AI and this emerging technology will make forensic investigation more efficient and more powerful. But they also require continued innovation to keep up with evolving cyber threat. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. And thank you for the speakers who presented in this webinar. And it's time for a documentation. As we near the end of this webinar, let's immortalize this moment with a group photo. Please activate your cameras and wear your best smiles. I'll just count down to capture the moment actually. So 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Mr. Abdul, will you please capture the picture?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. And one more for the group measure. 3, 2, 1. Please smile for the camera. Thank you all for your participants and enthusiasm. So this photo will be a cherished moment of all our time together. So it's time to a conclusion that as we conclude this remarkable international webinar, it's time to reflect our shared knowledge, connections, and valuable insights gained throughout this event. Before we officially close, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all our distinguished speakers, our diligence organizing team, and all of you who participate. Your active engagement throughout these questions and diverse perspectives have enriched this webinar. So today's webinar will be the powerful of global collaborations and the incredible potentials of technologies to connect individuals across a broad and cultures. It underscores our commitment to pursue knowledge and fostering international dialogues and understanding. Thank you once again for being an integral part of this international webinar. Have a